Alright guys, welcome to the video. In today's video we're going to be basically doing maintenance on my vehicle. Right behind me, I've been meaning to actually wash my air filter. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for the wind noise that may occur during this video. It's a pretty windy day, but it's also pretty warm, so I decided to do it on a day like today. But this Air-Raid cold air intake is the dry version, so the actual maintenance of it isn't really that bad. You don't have to spray oil on or anything like that, so it's not that difficult. And with it being as easy as it should be, or as easy as what I think it's going to be, I've actually decided, as you guys can see right here behind me, here she is, my girlfriend is actually going to do this just to see how easy it's going to be for her. I figured it'd be a no-brainer for me. I'm pretty sure she can handle something like this. She can handle chemistry and other stuff that biomed people do. So I decided to let her take a crack at this. She wanted to do it, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started and see how fast she can get this done and see how easy it is. And this is also going to be a nice little video just in case anyone else is wondering how this is done, because it did take me a while to find some videos about how this is done. Like I said, it seems like it's going to be a pretty easy process, but I decided to go ahead and get my own and show you guys what it's like. But I have not really done maintenance to this thing since I've basically installed it, which isn't good. I have leaves in here and other stuff that is basically just collected when inside of the air box. The reason why I decided to do this, one, I could look at it and start to tell that it was getting dirty. Two, I felt like my gas mileage was suffering. As you guys know, I watch that number like crazy. I get really good numbers, and I was getting about 30 miles to the gallon on the highway on my long trips from Charlotte to school. So I realized something was changing and tire pressure was not too far off. And now looking at this may have been it, may have been clogging it up. So as your car gets less fuel, probably those numbers are going to go down. So definitely good to go ahead and change this out. Now that I put this in, or now I'm looking at it again, I remember this annoying screw right here was hard to get to. So it's going to be interesting trying to get that out, or for her trying to get that out, because she's going to be the one that's doing this, not me. So let's get back to it. Alright guys, so she just got the air filter out. Came out pretty easily. Actually not pretty easy, I had to get my hands in there. I just forgot. Like I said, I haven't gone in there since I installed it. There was a couple of interesting items in there. For instance, a bee, and she was not happy that she touched it. I don't know if you guys can really see him in there, but he got sucked in there. As you guys know, this Air-Raid cold air intake reasons, one of the reasons why I went with this, if you didn't see that video, because it's actually one of my earlier videos on the channel, but the air actually comes in from the front of the grill, maintains that stock feature, so that's one of the reasons why I went with that. Bunch of pollen in there. So now we're gonna go ahead and clean this out. So basically all you need for this is basically some simple tools. She's gonna go turn on the water real quick. So you need a hose, and basically a non-petroleum based cleaner is what Air-Raid recommends. So if you guys can see that right there, this is the citrus cleaner. Sorry if that's not coming into focus, but basically this is a purple power citrus cleaner. Can you hold this real quick? Thanks. So it's a non-petroleum based cleaner. I believe it should work fine. It's what I looked up on the internet. That's how I figured that out. I really don't, it doesn't say in the bottle that it's not petroleum based, but it does say that it's for auto shops and whatnot. And you can buy it I think I bought it at Home Depot or maybe Walmart, really cheap. I never use it. Last time I actually used the product was for when I was installing my badges on the side of my car, the 3.7 liter badges. So it's definitely been a while, and this bottle's still full because you only use about a couple of spurts for that. So I finally found another reason to use this, so I'm excited that I get to use this again. Alright guys, so basically what we did, we started washing it first before we actually sprayed it. That was my fault. She told me I was supposed to do it the other way and I didn't know. So we basically went back, we sprayed it first with the non-petroleum based cleaner. Then we rinsed it out again, and it obviously knocked a bunch of dirt off. A lot more stuff came out of it, I think. I had a filter right here, so it looks like a lot cleaner. I don't know how long it's going to take to let this thing dry off, so I'm planning on leaving it outside for a bit. in the spot where no dirt's gonna get back in there, because that'd be kind of defeating the purpose of cleaning it. I don't know how long it's gonna take, so I'll definitely tell you guys once it's finished drying. Hopefully it won't take long, because I do still want to go places today. I don't think it should take no more than honestly 30 minutes, hopefully. Obviously you don't want to put a wet air filter back into your car, because that's causing all type of trouble, because this is going right into your intake manifold. So basically it's a simple process, and all she has to do is basically reinstall this thing and we should be good to go. But since I went with the non-oil solution, it's a pretty simple process. You just take it off, spray it, spray it, then wash it out, and then you're good to go. So gonna go ahead and let this thing dry.
20 minutes later.
Alright guys, so the air filter is now dry. She has it in her hands. One thing I decided to do, I actually took it inside. It actually dried a lot faster than what I thought it would. It's about 72 degrees outside. Feels pretty dry. I looked for any water spots in here. There's nothing really on here. So one thing I decided to do, I took it inside. Sister has a hair dryer. I hit it with some hot air and some cold air. Obviously, if you decide to do this, don't hold the blow dryers directly next to the don't hold it right on it like this, like as close as my face is this right now. Obviously it's heat, so it could expand. This has some metal in it, I believe, so don't hold it that close, but just enough so it's drying out faster. If you want to speed up the drying process, I just wanted to do that to guarantee that it was dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it back over to her and let her go ahead and take over and let her finish installing this thing. Alright guys, so that's essentially how you clean and do maintenance on your Air-Raid air filter. I believe that is also the same process for air filters like Roush, basically the same thing. Oil filters, I think you just have to spray some oil on it, so it's not too much of a different process. I don't really know it by hand because I don't have that type of filter, so obviously you can look up some more information about that, but like I said, I think it's a pretty similar process. Other than that guys, that's really all for today's video. Pretty easy. It's all cleaned up. I also went inside the air box and cleaned up in there, so that was pretty simple to do. Like I said earlier, I had some beads and stuff. If you guys have any tips, because my engine bay is starting to get dirty, and one thing I never understood why people never clean out their engine bays. It's nothing terribly bad, but if you guys can see, I don't even know if I'll be able to focus on it. The dirt is so small. But I just don't want that to happen, especially on the intake manifold here. It's like dirt just kind of build up, and you might be able to see that right there. But I do want to figure out if I can spray something, just wash that down. I know there's some type of chemical that I can use. Basically, like I said, just spray it, and then I'll be able to just use a hose and then wash the chemical off, and it should just clean everything off. All you have to do is cover your electronic wires like this. So if you guys know a product I can do that with, and go ahead and let me know. But other than that guys, that's all for today's video, and I'll catch you guys in another one.